Okay, there wasn't a lot of content on YouTube on mounting these super clamps onto an old style galvanized trailer. We repaired this trailer, fixed it all up. I mean, to the best I could with the time and money I had. Anyways, I'm just going to try to make a real quick video on how to, my idea of how to mount the brackets, the super clamp loops onto this trailer without just drilling through the deck, because it's just not thick enough. Here's where the old one's mounted. You can see it's all bowed up, and this is bent because it just wasn't going to do anything. This is all flexible, so we're going to reinforce it underneath and hopefully put some content out there, and it'll help inspire somebody who's trying to do something similar. So the plan for the front, we've got our areas marked out. I had the sled on the trailer and then marked it all out where they need to go. That's the front, and this is where the back one needs to go here. And so for the front, we're going to use this steel and cut a few pieces, build it up, put some bolts through. And then for the back, I would love to just use another piece of this, but I don't have enough. So I've got this stuff. I think we're going to cut it in half and double it. So I'll put another piece so it'll end up being basically like a 3/4 box channel, and it's going to go underneath here as far as I can get it, like that, kind of underneath obviously. And then this piece here will have something to pull up against all the way across, so it's not just pulling up on the steel deck. Anyway, so here's what we got. You can see the bolt coming down through there. We got a couple pieces of steel all stacked up. There's some tension on the deck of the trailer. We had to cut out, I'm embarrassed of how it looks, but we had to cut out a bit of that seam there, but that's okay. It'll still be good and strong because these will be taking the place of that. And this is going to protrude a little down in here, and this needs to be sitting flat. This has to be flat with the top of this tongue. So we'll have to cut this bolt a little, but we're going to bolt it together. Then we're going to run some carriage bolts down right through the deck, through this, bolt it together. I was going to weld it, but I think it's just going to be a pain in the ass to get in here and weld on this. It's covered in oil and everything too, so we'll just bolt it. I think that'll actually be stronger and less reliance on my welds. Okay, here's the bottom of the one for the back. You can see we just put a piece of angle iron in here to put together, and I bolted them down so it'll couple it against the deck of the trailer. So it's not supposed to just be drilled through and on the deck of the trailer. This technically isn't really what they want either, but it's way better than just drilling it through. So you'll see here, this will end up being underneath the skid of the snowmobile, so it'll clamp it and it'll couple this, and it'll just couple the whole thing. I'll try to get up here and show you without hurting myself. So here it is up top, and here's the bolts. Just use some stainless steel bolts this to go, but you can see by use of the tape measure, this will go here. Let's say the tape measure is the track, like it's just really well coupled, like it's gonna pull up. So then I'm gonna notch this out right here. That's the next step actually. All right, this is what we got here. It's not the prettiest. I wanted to weld it, but so we just got bolts, carriage bolts coming down through the top stack. We notched this out here, as you can see, so it sits flat, and it's attached to the actual angle iron here of the frame of the trailer, as opposed to just the deck. And then we left the washer, and you can see the top of the two carriage bolts. So that should cinch it down pretty tight. All right, close out the video. Here it is installed. So the hook's in there on the top. I got this one, once again, clamps down right on the tunnel. Worked out exactly as we wanted it to with what we put under there, so it kind of sandwiches the middle and under the front, as I showed you earlier. Here you go. It's just a stack of friggin' box nuts, and there's a nut there. It clears the tongue. It's perfect. Works great. Won't go anywhere, even in a flip, I bet you.